back. We're back. It's back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody out there. Amy, I saw Olivia. I saw a bunch of people. Guys, we are back after what felt like the fastest summer ever. Analysts After Work returns, or season 2, I guess. I don't know. We'll call it season 2. Want to welcome two guests who probably need no introduction, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. Steve Jones, my man Steve Jones, and making her debut,
I think Vincent? No, I think it's Vince.
Oh, Vince, you're crashing. Uh-oh.
Okay, now it's our turn to keep the show going.
Steve, how?
So the debut of
Some technical difficulties here. Again.
Vince, you're lagging.
Are we back? Are we back?
Yes,
I'm here.
Hello?
It seems like.
Okay. Well, I guess because of us taking the summer off, we've been punished with slow performance on our network.
Well, it's 2021, right?
Where did we get to? It's 2021. You know what? What else? What else could possibly go wrong? I kept talking. You guys maybe kept talking. I'm not sure. Anyways, Maria, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, your story. Go.
Okay,
oh, wait, no, sorry. I forgot. No, hold on. Sorry.
Prime
I forgot my
question.
own rules.
Come on.
I forgot my own rules. Maria, what are you drinking today?
Coffee, like a good Colombian.
Okay. That seems fair. Okay, and now tell us your story.
Sure. I'm going to keep it short because otherwise I would take over the whole show. So as I said, I'm Colombian. I moved here to Canada 2 years ago. I'm a business analyst, very passionate about the field. I'm very also a believer that we should always go back to our community, mainly because I have got a lot from the community as well. So it's just like give back what I have got. So I'm currently working as a business analyst at a consulting firm. I'm also passionate about traveling. I like to travel a lot. However, because of COVID, it has not been very possible, but I have tried to go to certain towns. I'm also passionate about analytics, artificial intelligence. I'm not like a guru in this topic, but I like to read and explore certain topics. And fun fact, I live in West Hartford, so I know the Hartford area, Steve, because I know that you are a member of the chapter there. So yes.
You lived in West Hartford, like in Connecticut?
Yes, for 2 years.
There we look at this.
Favorite restaurant?
Building. Okay, yeah, go.
Favorite
restaurant in West Hartford?
We're in West Hartford, 62 Whiting Lane, near a school, near downtown, kind of. Like 10 minutes walking.
Nice. And what was your favorite restaurant there?
Ooh. There was actually one called Barcelona. It was a Spanish restaurant. It was delicious. And the ambience was very nice. So I really like it.
Excellent. This idea, though, of giving back to your community, what's that all about? Like, we need to take. No, I'm just kidding. Maria, welcome to the show. I'm thrilled that you agreed to be on the show, because you probably have seen an episode of this in the past. It is just complete nonsense.
Yes.
But there you go. Steve Jones, I know you need no introduction, but what are you drinking today? And maybe tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on, brother.
I'm boring today. I have just water. Meetings ran over, so I didn't get a chance to hit the bar cabinet.
Yeah.
So just water.
That's okay, man. You know what? I am also coffee. So we're just we're gonna have a very civil discussion. And it's gonna be great because I will not be shotgunning tequila. Although
you could.
If we get bored, it's right here. So there you go. So Maria, you mentioned travel. I mean, I spent today on the Air Canada website, and it was glorious. Canceling several flights.
Oh, that's painful.
So not what you would have liked to do, but I did not grow up with travel. It was not a thing that we did, but you know, having toured around with the Project World group and sort of on my own with some other work that I've done, I also miss travel. I didn't think I ever would, but I was like, man, I really wanted to go to this place. Like, I really wanted to go, and I just, you know, it sucks.
Was it the travel or the destinations?
Oh, dude, it's always the destination.
So what was the travel you missed? So
you probably you know, I talked about that in the keynote that I did last week, right?
What keynote is that?
Oh, you know, slaying your organizational dragons before they slay you. I you know, had been scheduled for Orlando, but I talked about the fact that, like, when you are traveling, it's not the, you know, the disgusting seat that you sit in. It's not the kid that kicks the back of your chair. It's not, you know, getting to the airport and going through security. It's not that. That sucks. But it's the getting there and what that means when you get there, right?
I'm gonna disagree there because I really like and enjoy the whole process of going and arriving to the airport.
Oh my God.
On the airplane, like hearing the roar of the motor. Like, I like all of those stuff.
From an engineering standpoint, it's fascinating. I'm with you. Like, the fact that you're sitting in a metal tube hurling through the air is fascinating to me. And, you know, I did my physics when I was in high school. I understand the basics of air flight. But it's still, like, it is a hassle. You know?
Well,
and hey, Maria, to each their own, right?
Yes.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both?
Why not both, right? You enjoy it? Cool. I pay for lounge access so that I can relax in a comfortable chair because I'm fancy. Like, I get it. And both are right? But I'm just like, it's the actual, to Steve's point, it's the being there that, you know, that I enjoy more. And it's what makes that travel stuff that you seem to love more tolerable, because I know what's at the other end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but sure. I'm with you. That's cool.
Getting defensive.
I don't know.
That's not a Dragon Slayer.
I'm not getting. Who's getting defensive? Come on, man. I don't know, Rachel. I don't know if Rachel's messing with me because I don't know what Manifest is all about. But it doesn't sound. You've watched it? Is it?
Yes.
What's it about?
So it's like a whole flight from Jamaica is going back to New York, and it suddenly disappeared for 2 years, and then everyone shows up again, but they are still young. I think it was 2 or 5 years now. Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so they come back to New York with all these strange thoughts, and they call it callings. So they are getting like some signals from somewhere.
Okay.
And yeah,
is this like the Thanos snap with the gauntlet of the gemstones, whatever, from Avengers? Is it like that? Like, they just disappeared for 5 years, And then they came back, and like nothing happened.
Well,
Episode 1 is the second snap where they all come back, and it takes you from there.
Okay. So it's the
Yeah.
it's the Iron Man snap, and they're back. Okay.
The Hulk snap.
Was it Hulk that did? I thought it was Iron Man that did it.
Hulk brought him back.
I see.
Iron Man took out Thanos and his army.
Right. So I have like I saw that movie once. And I've forgotten. So I know Hulk did it, but I didn't know the order. But I thought it was Iron Man, and then Hulk like ended it. But Hulk brought everybody back. Okay, that's cool. Just speaking of giving back to the community, I want to take a recommendation from my buddy Wouter and say BA and Beyond autumn event. I was at BA and Beyond in the spring. It was tremendous. It was a virtual conference to end all other virtual conferences outside of maybe Serendipity.
I was gonna say all of them, really?
Outside of maybe Serendipity, it was perhaps the best planned virtual and executed virtual conference I had been a part of. I was thrilled. So if you are not already registered, Walter, maybe put like a link or something, and I'll throw that up. Go and check it out, because it is you will not be disappointed. And the chance to hang out in the Benelux, even virtually, do it. It's awesome there. So there you go. Steve.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, buddy? And apparently you're getting props from Tamra. What's going on with you, man?
I'm looking forward to a new upcoming event. I was supposed to be speaking in Boston.
Yes.
But that's had to transition, and I am really looking forward to speaking at the soon-to-be-announced Frankenstein project.
the Boston, D.C. conference.
Yes.
We've picked up the city of Boston, and we've transported it to the District of Columbia. And the Frankenstein. I love the Frankenstein moniker. I will have to get dressed up, because I'm also a part of said event, which I'm super excited for.
Really? You?
Well, I mean, so okay, guys, nothing is a given, right? Like, okay, here we go. Let me throw up Amy's comment. Nothing is a given.
Say.
Nothing is a given. So I was scheduled to speak in DC. I was not scheduled to be in Boston. So there were other keynotes, there were other sessions to just assume that, well, I was supposed to be in DC, therefore I should be part of the Franken event. I'm not going to do that. I'm thrilled to be a part of it, but I don't assume. I never assumed. Like, if Amy had said to me, "You know what, Vince, we've had enough of you. Maybe we'll see you next year. Maybe, but you know what? You're good. You're good." I would have said, "Cool. That's fine too. I'm not too that. It's your thing. It's your show. It's not mine." So yeah. But I am a part of it, which by the way, I'm thrilled to be, because I was gonna miss the professional debut of Steve Jones at a industry conference. So I'm thrilled that I still get to be a part of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm thrilled about it too.
Yeah,
so I got to practice in Hartford.
Yeah,
for the Hartford chapters.
Yeah, well, you're maintaining your amateur status.
Yep.
So that you can still compete in the speaking Olympics, and then but once you hit the stage for Amy, you're a professional, my friend.
Wow.
Salute.
I'll keep my head in check. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you dude, you're
drink some waters.
but and the conferences are always awesome. The thing I'm gonna miss the most is going to Legal Seafood in Boston, or well, I guess in Burlington. going to Jaleo in DC. Like, that's the stuff I miss. I'm gonna miss. And apparently, speaking Olympics is getting some love. So, wait, talk about creating value here, Steve.
I can do that.
As your agent, I will take 10% of whatever you get.
Well, I'll say this, Rachel. Don't feel like it's a sympathy because I asked you to present at Hartford first.
Wait a minute. You asked Rachel. You asked Rachel before me. I thought we were boys.
You're already speaking next month for us.
Oh, okay. So she's after
yeah.
me. That's fine. Then I'm okay.
I was lining up 22.
Ah, I gotcha. How far in advance do you guys plan this? And Maria, this might be good because your chapter is 6 months old. Which, by the way, for spinning up a new chapter as close to Toronto as you could get, kudos to you.
Yeah, so we try to get like people scheduled 3 or 4 months in advance since we started. Okay. But we have realized the need to start doing it like more ahead of time because people are like Steve now. It's getting busy, so yes.
He's going to Wisconsin apparently. So
Exactly. Yeah. So for example, today I had a meeting with a person and we'll schedule already for next year for 2022.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's all about starting to make these connections and people who are also thinking of helping other communities. So yeah.
I think Steve would be great for the Hamilton chapter. And again, Steve, I'll just take my 10% agent fee. No, it's true though. Like I've got things booked next year, like August and September of next year. Not to be announced yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But like, that's how far out I get things sometimes. It's not usual. But like, it's becoming not unusual.
Exactly.
Which is kind of cool. So yeah, there you go. And Rachel, anytime. You want to hear the story? This maybe we'll go a little bit sad.
T-shirt story. You don't have too many of those.
No, you don't have a lot of T-shirt stories. I bought this T-shirt the last time I hung out with Bob Prentice. That's why I'm wearing it today. So for those that remember, Bob the BA passed away. I guess it would have been a year ago this week, and I wore this. I bought this because we were in Chicago, and we went with. I don't think Paul came with us, but I know Jen Batten was there. We went to the big mall, the outlet mall that's near the hotel in Chicago, and I went to the Disney store and I'm like, I like that shirt, I want to buy it. So and Bob bought like ornaments that you wore, like a necklace that lit up and stuff. You guys, you probably know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, yep, that's a Bob buy. So so yeah, so anyways, that's why I'm wearing the shirt today, just as a little, I guess it was to be a silent tribute, but I guess now that I've said what it was all about, not a silent tribute anymore. So anyways, to Bob. Cheers, Bob.
Cheers.
All right. Oh my God. The show is back, guys. I closed last year because I know that everybody that's watching today has gone back and watched all 50 episodes in the backlog.
Just about.
But I closed last year saying I needed to think about what I was going to do with the show, what the future of the show was. Steve, do you remember that?
I remember several times you saying that. Yeah. And I was heartbroken because I was looking forward to Thursday every day. Every day of the week, I was looking forward to Thursdays. Ask some of the people in the chat. I would call it pre-AAW Junior, pre-AAW Eve, when it was Tuesday.
Wouldn't it be Wednesday would be the AAW Eve?
Pre.
So this is like Christmas Eve, which is the 23rd.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Christmas Eve Junior.
Christmas Eve. Yeah. Okay. So I do. Yeah. Christmas Eve. Which that's what it was for me growing up. It was Christmas Eve. But then the we learned of the holiest of days, Festivus, which is December 23rd. And so now December 23rd is not Christmas Eve, it's Festivus. So where I wanted to go with this, Steve and Maria, because I know you've caught up on all the episodes. I did not think about this at all. And that's not to say like I didn't care, but it was just I was so busy with other stuff that it wasn't until I would say the last 2 weeks that I really thought about what the future of this show and community is. And I've got some interesting stuff planned. I don't know if it'll work in execution, but I've got some interesting things planned because I think this is more than just a weekly show. I think there's a community around this, so we need to build that up. And I need you guys to help me build that up.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. So
sponsorship would help.
I mean, sponsorship would be great, so that I don't have to go and buy my own tequila or shot. That would be great. If there's sponsors out there, hey, hit me up. But I don't know. I think, I still have the website that I just haven't built, analystsafterwork.com. But how do I get, AJ's bingo thing? How do I create like Easter eggs with, Powerberry sweaters? How do Powerberry hoodie? Well, mine's just a sweater. It's not a hoodie. How do I, incorporate that like Aperol? How do I incorporate this stuff and make it like part of the crew, like you're part of the crew if you know the references, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to figure, and I think I figured it out.
Build that out in the community. Take a look in the chat.
Wait, 1 second. I like this one. I like Leslie. I mean, we might have to talk to this. And Leslie, you're also lovely. We haven't talked in a while, but welcome back, Leslie. Into a game show. I thought about that. I wanted to, because I was experimenting with like multiple like screens and playing like tic-tac-toe, and you have to give people X's and O's and stuff. Tamra, I plugged when I presented to the Get out of here. The Federal Reserve knows about Analysts After Work. That is, I mean, cool. That's amazing. Amy is going to give us free passes. Oh, we can auction off free passes to the thing. Okay. Anyways,
see, community support is what I'm saying.
It's community support, and I love it. And Tamra, I'm glad that you promoted this show. And for those that let me give back to you, Tamra. If you are available next week, isn't it? I think it's next week. I got to check my calendar here. September 22nd, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be virtually in Kansas City with the IIBA Kansas City chapter, talking about lean. I've been on a tear with the IIBA chapters. It's crazy.
Well, now we can travel to Kansas City.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? Like,
yes.
I don't know if I ever want to travel. Like, I got to go to, September 22nd, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. on the West Coast. Come check it out. We're talking Lean Six Sigma for the business analyst. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be fire. So you should come check it out. The way that I present, then this may shock some of you, is pretty much like this. It's just talking. It's stream of consciousness. And I think if you know enough about a subject, you can do it. I don't think you have to have slides and I'm just going to get up and tell stories.
I was surprised when I saw your presentation last week, and it was like an hour and a half, no slides, and I was like this, engaged all
You were
the
just you were enthralled by
yes.
by what I was laying down. Okay, I mean, that's good feedback. That's awesome.
That's a great presentation.
What was your favorite part?
Fade to
Going
black.
through all the different dragons. Like I was imagining myself like going through the different characteristics of these dragons. Yeah, putting them like in real life, it's pretty much everything is true. Pretty much not everything was true.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like like this show started as an opportunity for us to complain after work and like talk and stuff, right? Because that's what you do. If something sort of crappy happens at work, you go to a patio or to a bar and you just complain about it. I turn it into stuff. So I turn it into a workshop. I turn it into a keynote. I turn it into, it's my creative process. And so, yeah, like everything I talked about has actually happened to me. And it's just, it's an opportunity to like, because we all face the same sort of challenges. We're all going through that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm glad, Maria, I'm glad it resonated with you.
Yes.
I'm glad it resonated. I had somebody tell me once, I was speaking at an internal event and in my organization, and normally it's just people that read off their slides and whatever. And this dude, he became a friend after the fact. I didn't know him at the time, but he got up and left as I was coming up to the stage, and I said, "Hey man, I promise this isn't going to be boring." And he, he was like, "Oh no, I have to go to another meeting." I'm like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." And he ended up sitting down again because he's like, "I had to hear what you had to say because you got up. First of all, you called me out, so I couldn't leave." And I'm like, "Yep."
Nice.
But second, like, you stood up, you had no slides, you were holding a cup of coffee, because I just was standing there drinking a Starbucks, and then I used the Starbucks as part of my story, so it wasn't just like superfluous coffee. And then I spoke for an hour and a half, and it was just like, and I just did it because I wanted to see if I could do it. Like an hour and a half talking is a lot. Nobody needs to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of hearing me talking now. So plans for you to get on the stage, señorita?
No, yet. I'm just like behind the scenes. I feel like I'm still starting, so I haven't done that much.
That's going to change real quick as chapter president.
People are going to want you. They're going to want you to come to their thing. They're going to like, get ready. Start figuring out what you want to talk about. And when you're ready, we're going to get Amy on this. Amy, Maria has my seal of approval. This is now on YouTube. It's going to live forever. You can reference back to this episode. Amy, Maria has my seal of approval for speaking at any of your events. She's a rock star. I think I saw earlier Judy say she is a future rock star in this field. I will say, nay, Judy. She's already a rock star.
Thank you.
She's already a rock star. And I knew it when we had coffee last week. I knew it. I knew you were a rock star. You come highly recommended. You're a good person. That's how you got on this show. Steve, on the other hand, Steve hacked my email and got the invite. And again, I didn't have the heart to tell him that he couldn't be on. But
Since
no.
When? You had the heart to tell me that all the time.
Oh, that's right. I have canceled you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I did cancel you last year.
Oh, that's
not last year, earlier this year, but yeah, last season. No, it just there was. Yeah, I did cancel you. It was it was a planned event, and then it turned into one of the Project World ones, didn't it? And I think that was it. And then you got booted.
Yeah.
What, right? Is that what happened?
It was 2 different ones.
Did I boot you twice?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, allow me to give you
Do it
the
again.
honor of being the first person booted this year. Steve is the first person booted. Yay!
I win.
No, man. There's only love. I would never cut you out of rage. Some other people
would cut me out of rage.
I would cut other people out of rage. I would not cut you out of rage, dude. Like I said, the thing I regretted about not going to Boston, and I don't regret not going because I had a reason not to go.
You had a good reason.
I had a good reason not to go, but was like, dude, you're making your debut, and that's exciting to me because you were one of the first people that I connected with the first time I was in Boston. 2018 or 2017, whenever it was. So like to see the progression and to get you finally up on stage because you're a funny dude is awesome. And now you and I need to get Maria in there too.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We absolutely can do that.
Now we can.
We've already got Amy saying she's on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Amy. So Amy is on it. Yeah. So there you go. What do you think you would talk about, Maria, if you had, an hour on stage? What do you think you would talk about?
Ideas on how to start your career as a business analyst. I really like also the topic about Lean Six Sigma. I'm not gonna take it from you, but everything about process improvement, I really like it. I love robotic process automation, so everything related to digital transformation. I have been involved in a couple of projects around that, so it's a topic that I really enjoy. Like the idea of having tools that help people to do their job faster and better. I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, those are some ideas on what I would talk about.
And so this is, so you like sort of the very tactical, the doing, the tools, the making things better, yes, sort of thing. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's awesome. And my sort of take on digital transformation, business transformation. There's no such thing as a digital transformation. There's no such thing. There's only a transformation to the way business is done, which in this year and for the foreseeable future is digitally. But there's no such thing as a digital transformation. Anyways, I digress. But that's very cool because you know what? You know what I found? Like I find that a lot of the stuff that I want to talk about, like organizational psychology, organizational culture, sort of like a lot of people don't like it because it's like, just tell me tell me the thing, give me a tool that I can use, which is why I sort of went back to doing Lean Six Sigma stuff because it's very tactical. But I love talking about culture because culture is a huge piece of transformation and of just work, right?
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you can even implement the new tool, but people prefer to do it the old way because that's how they are used to, because they're afraid of changes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, people are the worst.
We are people, Vince.
We are. No, I know, but you need, and so that's the stuff that sort of fascinates me is like, how does an organization think, and how does a culture evolve over time? So, like, I find that's the stuff I talk about a lot more, and it's funny because like we went that way on my podcast, and now we just recorded the next episode that's probably going to come out next week in that season 2, and it's like we're back to the beginning of like let's get really, really tactical in how do you start the journey of transformation with and I will tell you how it is because I want you to listen and hopefully subscribe to our new course, the Business Transformation Masterclass. But like that's the idea. It's like getting really, really tactical. And we realized, we went for a half hour yesterday, and it's like we're just scratching the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, and this is all on video, but it's not going to be.
What'd you say, Vince?
I said, Steve, I said, I just put together a 4-hour workshop on this topic, and even that only scratches the surface. Like when you're talking about, understanding customers, understanding process, understanding culture, understanding how your organization thinks and feels and acts, like it's massive. You can talk about it for years. It's so huge. And so, but I don't find that interesting to talk about. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like the tactical, I don't find that interesting to talk about. I want to go and talk about like sort of bigger strategic problems, the bigger strategic problems, right? But
it's tough to make organizational change if you haven't stopped to observe what the current state is.
Right. Well, but that's the thing. Like a lot. So thank you, Rachel. But that's what a lot of people do, right? They just start changing stuff because we need to. There's this like impetus to speedily transform, and we need action, and we need results. Got to change. We got to change. But it never accounts for the process or process. It doesn't account for people's response to the change. It doesn't account for those things. It's like we're just going to change and suck it up, buttercup. And I think that is going to change, because I think people will now say, nope, I'm going to go find somewhere else, because I also want to work virtually, or distributed, whatever. So good times, man. Good times. All right. So okay. How do you think you would start a talk, Maria? How would you, like, what would be your opening line?
You're putting me on the spot,
Steve, do you see what I'm doing? I'm building her outline for her so that there's no excuse for her not to do this next year. You see this?
I know the tactic.
What do you think your thesis would be?
I would start somewhere like this, looking here at the screen. Like, have you ever felt so bored at work, doing so many repetitive tasks?
I love it. I love it. That's a great start, because you know what? I know you're joking, but you know who the best storytellers are? The people that write infomercials.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
They keep you engaged.
They keep you engaged. Have you ever felt so bored at work, and then there's a guy, you flash to a guy, and he's just like, and then his head hits the keyboard. Have you ever felt so bored doing repetitive tasks over and over and over again? There's got to be a better way. There is. Business transformation and robotic process automation.
See? We got the
Boom.
commercial.
Boom. All right, you're on the agenda.
So good. Do I send serendipity too, or a short session to get that started?
No.
Oh, you've got other plans for the sequel.
No. Serendipity is on pause. It is not, there is no plan for a next event. It's not to say it won't happen, but it's not planned at the moment.
All right.
So, and for the foreseeable future. So it's just, it was lightning in a bottle. And if you missed it, you missed it. And, but it was awesome. Otherwise it'd be yes. Like, well, I mean, we did have a blind speaker submission process, so I couldn't say yes, but it's moot anyway. It doesn't matter. Cool. So maybe let's talk about you guys both. Steve, you like a phoenix led the rebirth of the Hartford chapter. Maria, you started up a new chapter in Hamilton. What was that like? And what are some of the challenges that you worked through that you're still working through? Like, and would you do it again? Because it probably is a ton of work, and I have no time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I would do it 100 times if it was
Yeah?
necessary. Of course. I said it at the beginning. I love this sense of being part of the community. And that's what I have felt here in the business analysis world. I'm an immigrant. And since I arrived here in Canada, I haven't had like enough contact with people because of COVID. So I have found here in the IIBA, in the business analysis world, like that community and that kind of sense of belonging. So yeah, 100% I would do it again.
You're too good of a person. I don't know that I can have you on the show anymore. You're too good. You're too nice. You're too giving. It's not fair. You make me feel terrible.
Oh, and the other thing is that my team is like amazing. Like they are also
awesome.
with the same purpose of giving. It's not only me. It's like a whole team doing it. So it's not like you have all the weight of everything.
I know. I'm just joking. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Steve, how about you, man? You were trying to resurrect something like Lazarus.
Yeah.
What
it was done. Like? There was no involvement, and then because of your introduction to Danelkis, who was trying to get Hartford going, or at least responding to emails, I started pushing and got a couple responses, and then it was continue pushing and pushing and pushing. The hardest thing about having chapter meetings is getting speakers. And since everything's virtual now, and all the contact that I've had from the wonderful introduction from Amy to all the other campers, all the speakers, I basically said, give me dates, I will get you speakers. And I have continued pushing, and we now have dates into June of next year. And one of the things I said was, give me your top 3 wish list speakers, because I'm going to go after some of those.
And who, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
You were already on there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Because everything after October 20th, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. October 20th. Hamilton chapter. Sorry.
Hartford
chapter. Hamilton
H-A.
and Hartford. They're H's. Hartford chapter. October 20th. The kid will be there.
That guy.
Bringing some thunder. So if I hear you correctly, and I think that I do, the Hartford chapter is like this show's child. It wouldn't have existed without that first appearance of Steve Jones and first appearance of Danelka Sarah.
That is correct.
And you waited until October to book me?
You're funny.
How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir?
The plan was to start a January session. That January meeting, if you're going to be on the Eastern Regional call, Maria, you'll hear from our group on Monday to do a combined event.
Sure.
So the trouble
HA
was
squared. Ha ha.
We could do the cube with Halifax and Jen Bedell.
Branding here. No,
yeah.
Halifax, Hamilton, Hartford. Ha ha ha. It's the ha 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 event.
I think we can do it.
Yes.
We need to find them.
We're just No, we don't need to. Jen Bedell, if you're here, Jennifer Bedell, let's make this happen. Hartford, Hamilton, Halifax. It's a go. Sorry, Steve. I got excited with the branding. Please continue.
So it took us a while to get going because they couldn't manage. They couldn't manage Zoom. So that first January meeting that we were supposed to have didn't happen until March or April.
Right.
And that was Miss Judy Elder, who was on here earlier.
Yeah, and Judy's okay. No, Judy's awesome.
Judy's awesome.
I'm just joking. Yeah. So yeah, and how are you? What's your cadence like? Every month? Every 2 months? What are you?
We're doing every
just
month.
whenever. Just whenever.
Well, I've pushed them to give me dates every month, except for a summer break, and I have filled them.
Look at you go.
So I'm smacking around, say, give me dates, let's get people.
Right. You're also just a good person who gives back.
I try. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Sickening. I feel like such a terrible person. Like I'm just selfish. Me.
Because you're so bored and sitting around doing nothing all the time.
I know, man. Well, it's funny. It's funny that I saw this comment from Rachel earlier on Python language programming. Like part of what I have in mind. So maybe Rachel, we should chat. Part of what I have in mind requires some knowledge of Python, and I'm not going to say any more because it's just there are topics and things that have my attention and are fascinating me right now, and I want to figure out how to leverage that for the purposes of community. So there we go. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hey. Oh no, he's looking to be a speaker. Oh, okay. I thought we had another gig for you.
I was gonna ask about
Walter's awesome. Walter's awesome. If you're going out that way, I mean, you will not be disappointed with Philip Hendricks, Stefan Bosway. Like those dudes they're legit. They're legit. And BA and Beyond Fall. Check it out. He still didn't put in a URL, so I can't post that. But just Google it. Like we know how to use Google. Yeah. Anyways, good times. I'm at a loss, guys. I don't know what else to say. Maybe we should just end. No, maybe we should just end the show. Like I don't know.
No.
It's fall. It's the beginning of a new season. So there should be a lot of plans you have on mind, Vince, besides work, besides presentations.
No.
Master classes.
No. So I mean, I've got the new. Actually, next week is the first class. I put together a class with Jamie Champagne called The Modern Business Analyst that kicks off next week. And again, it's about community, right? So like one of the things that we've got planned, I've set up a Discord community, a Discord server that anyone can access, but then, anybody that joins before the first class, and maybe we go to the second one, but the early adopters, they're going to get like super special privileges that we're going to answer their questions first, and we're going to hang out with them, and it's going to be like they're like our best friends. So there's that stuff, but then there's also something that went down yesterday, and I don't want to share it just yet, but dun, dun, dun. But it's really, really cool. It is going to dominate my attention probably for the next 3 months. And but you'll know more in Q1 of 2022 probably. So
I'll stay tuned.
And maybe I'll tell you guys when we're off air. but I'm not gonna announce it. It's just really cool. It's really cool. So, but and all of it is possible because of that first time that I got on stage and did a thing. So this is why I'm so I'm still so passionate's not the right word. Maybe it just doesn't feel like the right word. But I get more excited about people having their first talk and being on stage for them than like me.
So you're invigorated.
I love watching, again, Steve, this is the reason why I wanted to be in Boston. Like I would have been front row, man. I don't sit in the front row for anything. I would have been front row for you, brother. Because it's like, and I would have had this big stupid grin on my face. Like,
I would have too.
Steve. Yay, Steve. It almost would have been distracting, and then I would have left. But like it would,
because you couldn't stand it anymore.
No, just because you would have been like, dude, can you stop smiling at me, please? But it's like I'm so like I get more excited doing like coaching and training and teaching people and helping them than I do for myself. And it's not like it's old hat. Like I still get nervous before every talk. You should have before the keynote. I was like pacing back and forth to the point where I lost my place and I had to make sure that I was centered. And hopefully I was. Like that stuff I get more excited about than me. I don't care about me. Honestly.
So what you're saying is for any future in-person events, if you're sitting in the front row or even in the room,
yeah,
you don't mind being called up. Come on up. Share a story.
No, I'm happy to do it. So a couple of years ago, my buddy, my podcast host, my homeboy, Mike Martino, was giving his first talk at Project World Toronto. And nobody knew that we were friends. Nobody knew who we were. And I was his plant in the audience. So he's like, I need a volunteer to help me with an exercise. And then he's like, you, sir. And I'm like, who, me? He's like, yeah, can you come up here and help out? I'm like, this is highly unusual, but okay. Like, because it was the fact, if I'm in the room, I'm there for you. Because it means I'm excited. Otherwise, I don't go. I can't watch other speakers because I compare them to me. And like, oh man, they're good and I suck. That imposter syndrome is terrible. But if I'm in the room, that's love.
That's nice.
There you go.
It's not all about me now. See?
Oh man, it's not. It's, you know what? It's not about me at all. Like I don't care about me. And that came out worse than I intended. It's not about me. I think if I do stuff like that, it's the Canadian like self-deprecating like, I don't actually mean that. It's not about me. It's about everybody else. I'm here for everybody else. I get more excited from other people's wins than my wins.
Tear from your eye.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I appreciate the gentle nudges over the last year to.
It's been hard, man, and I know Dan and Brucey have been needling you a little bit too. So I'm
and AJ and Leslie and Jen.
AJ, yeah. But like it's time, man. You've got a story to tell. I know it. So I'm thrilled. I'll probably go to your session unless I'm like at the same time. And depending on how the day goes, like I don't we'll see what I do. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But everyone should absolutely go to the Frankenstein event.
Absolutely.
DC, Washington, Massachusetts event, October the 13th to the 15th. Check it out because it's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. I think
Lady
and a pass.
Are we really doing that? Oh, okay. Amy, if you really wanna give out a pass, we can do that maybe in the next episode of this show. I don't know when it's gonna be, but because I'll probably have to plan that. But let's, lady and gentlemen, we're coming up on the close.
Oh.
The hour has flown by, as it tends to. What are you looking forward to in the next quarter? Why don't we do one question at a time? Maria, what are you most looking forward to in the next quarter, or to the end of the year?
Personally, to learn more. I feel like there's a lot of things I need to learn more. Also, I would like to connect more with other chapters. I've been starting to do it gradually, but yeah, I want to do it like in a larger scale.
Okay.
Yes, I'll keep it there.
No, that's fine. So just as a reminder, this is a target for Maria, and so when she tells you how to get in touch with her, for all those people that are online, and I saw Mufaro from Bay Area, Rachel from Wisconsin, Tamara from Kansas City, Walter from the Netherlands. Who else is here? There you go. There's 4 right there. Sarcha from Belgium, from Brussels. There's 5 new friends that you have as a result of you being on this show. You're welcome.
And me.
And Steve. So there you go. 6 new chapter contacts that you can reach out to.
Perfect.
And para café. Steve.
Tequila.
Perdón?
O tequila.
Tequila.
Tequila. Soy bueno. Steve-O, same question, my friend. What are you looking forward to in the last quarter of the year?
I'm looking forward to presenting at the Frankenstein event.
Okay.
Coming up next month, at the December Fall Global Virtual. Absolutely looking forward to that too. That's 2.
Excellent.
2.
Excellent.
Continuing the Hartford chapter. What?
That's awesome, dude. No, you guys are you're both crushing it, and I think we've got our first sponsor. Anyone who's on here gets a 2-day complimentary. Just Amy, I'm going to have them reach out to you, and they can use code word AAW for 2 free passes. How about that? There you go. Adding value. Let's make it happen. All right. So that is that's what you're looking forward to in the last quarter. Maria, we've got 2 minutes left. Take a minute. First of all, leave us with some final thoughts, but then let people know how they can get in touch with you if they want to, because you're killing it on LinkedIn. I cannot keep up with you, and that hurts. Like, because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and I can't keep up because you're a monster on LinkedIn. But so tell people the best way to get in touch with you. But first, leave us with some wisdom.
Oh, I'm speechless now.
So you can't tell me that you didn't know this question was coming, because I know you watched the other 50 episodes, and this is how we always end. So it's hurting me a little.
It's just that I didn't prepare. Like, all what I had on mind to say, it just disappeared. So
somebody, I forget who, I don't know if it was Tamra or somebody who said, like, eat more pancakes or something like that, and that's fine. Eat more pancakes. I think it was Tamra. I'm not sure, though.
Say then.
Okay.
Smile.
There you go.
Smile
and
more.
That's great. Smile more. And if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
Yes, do it through LinkedIn. That's the easiest way to find me on LinkedIn. You can find me as Maria Becerra, Becerra. And join us next week on another episode of AAW.
Hold on.
That's his line.
No, I haven't committed to every week. Like That was part of the problem last time. So the next one, the next one was actually, oh shit, shoot. The next one was going to be the first live one, like live in person in DC. And I guess that's not happening anymore. Oh man. There it was. Pancakes have no bones. That's great. Like, that's wisdom. So that's not going to happen, and that's okay. But it was a killer lineup too. It's devastating. Steve-O, same question, man.
What was the question again?
Oh, come on. Words of wisdom, and if people want to get in touch with you and find out what you're doing with the Hartford chapter.
To get in touch, LinkedIn again. Probably going through somebody else is going to be easier than doing a search on Stephen Jones.
Oh, dude, you're hard to find. Yeah, you're hard to find. Yeah.
So yeah, find something to make you smile and appreciate. Get some perspective, and if you need inspiration for speaking, talk to Vince. I'll give you some ideas on how to come up with something to present. Your inspiration was, I talk about things that piss me off. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that?
It's true. Like, that's what I said earlier, right? Something happens at work that pisses me off. I turn it into a keynote. Like, yeah, let's do it.
That was my inspiration.
What's that? What's the song? You're the reason in my life. You're the inspiration. Let's not go that far.
You're the meaning in my life. That's Chicago.
There you go.
Live.
Yeah. Hey, just a small town living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train to anywhere. That's a journey. Anyways, this has been.
Oh, nice. Let's take my Aereo Speedwagon to get there.
This has been nicely done. This has been Analysts After Work. I am Vince. I want to thank Maria Becerra, Stephen Jones for being on the show. We will catch you in the next episode. Not next week, but sometime in the future. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.